Hello, here to do your VOD reviews. Okay, so you wrote out a lot of nice stuff here, so let me look at it. TFT, long-term goals masters, peaked 2 days ago, D2 7LP before absolutely blundering the next 3 days. Okay, I mean, let me just pull up one of your things and just peruse your lol chest real quick. Oh, your name's just DeeCee. Okay, well, that's easy enough. Just to get a sense for, how many games you have played. And yeah, like, let's see what you mean by absolute blundering. Okay, D3. I mean, not even that. Like, but D2 7LP, I mean, down in D4, that's like kind of rough, but I've seen way worse. You don't have to worry too much about it. But okay, 238 games, not that many games played, honestly. I mean, this is like this is like, I would say on the lower end of like the spectrum of games played. I mean, top 7%, obviously, but if you're somebody who's serious about TFT and like getting coaching and stuff, then like, this is actually not that many games played. I don't think this is a problem. I think you can just I think studying is often better than playing a lot of games, but just something to keep in mind is you really don't have that many games played. Looks like you were kind of having trouble at D4 and then you blew up to D2. So I mean that's pretty good. Okay, and then we have the games. So this is game one. Yeah, let's just hop into it. And that's a game, so this should be a fun one. So let's bump this up to X speed. I think you told me to mute it after. I'll just mute the whole thing just in case there's anything in here. Oh, you got the new arena. I got this arena as well. Oh, and you have the holy. You have this is the Ezra one as well. Oh my god, you're kind of crazy. All right. So I love that you're scouting the whole lobby. Let's take a look at what you got here. Ooh, okay. This is a spicy one. Chem Baron, Enforcer, Sentinel. So obviously you can play a really boring Enforcer Sentinel. Like you can just play Vertical Enforcer, get 8 Enforcer, get Sentinel with Loris, be very very happy. Also, if you get an opener for it, you can play Chem Baron. Chem Baron +1 if you get a good opener is, I mean, disgusting. So let's also just look at the lobby, do a quick scout here. This guy Experiment, probably, maybe Family if he wants to. This guy also Chem Baron, which gets a little bit scary, but I mean, he also has like the Black Rose Bruiser that he could play towards. This guy, oh my god, the whole lobby is Chem Baron, man. This guy Chem Baron also Experiment and Watcher as well, okay. This guy... Another Experiment Sniper. What the hell? The whole lobby. Another Experiment? Okay. This guy I didn't see because it disappeared at the last second, though I guess I can just look at the traits on the left there. This is a crazy lobby, I will say. Some combination of Visionary, Sork, Pit Fighter, blah, 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 in this guy. You're just looking at you didn't actually scout those last couple of guys, which are a little bit weird. Okay, but we immediately start with a TF here. So I think you, I mean, the number of Chem Barons in this lobby, I would almost never recommend playing Chem Baron. Oh, and let me open your notes up again just to make sure that you don't have notes this early for me. Oh, yeah, they're just on Discord. Okay. Thought process. Scouted no other player rolled Enforcers aside from 2-1 to full send Enforcer. Lost streaking felt pretty optimal here, especially since there are 3 or 4 Chem Baron emblems that have been rolled. Looking at 2-1 augment. Okay, and so then I'll wait until we get to 2-1 augment here. Okay, and so first minion round, you get a big gold orb, right? Yeah, you get a ton of gold here. So you actually already have a big decision. And I would also say already here, I'm not that happy with how we played it out so far. I would much rather, I mean, obviously play the TF, but I'd much rather feel Trundle than a Mumu, just because Trundle matches up with this opener very, very nicely. You have Trundle, who has synergy with Loris, obviously, and then he also has synergy with Powder, who has synergy with Camille. So I'd much rather play Trundle than a Mumu, because I'd love to hold the Powder and the Trundle here, but you actually lose that option in this spot, which is a little bit sad. And then you have to ask yourself, okay, like, do I actually want to sell this Twisted Fate here? I'm happy to sell the Twisted Fate here. This is one of the few spots where you could maybe think about holding it just because you are going to play Enforcers down the line, but it's going to be so far until we find a TF2. I feel fine selling this TF. I would definitely hold Trundle here, if nothing. And yeah, just a mistake to hold nothing in this spot. You definitely need to be holding units here, because like this Trundle is very likely to be your front line that you care about. This Powder, very well could be your back line. So, we're already kind of putting ourselves in like a weaker spot. I'd much rather have Trundle set in this spot because, the second that we end up finding stuff like Loris, it's way easier to get there and, or Steb, I mean, it's way easier to get there. And then, you have the Camille Powder synergy, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but okay, this is going to be our spot. We have a Shojin. I mean, you could probably just make that slam. First augment here. Let's see. Looking at 2-1 augment. Sniper's Nest is probably a better choice long term. I liked raining gold for the lost streak and a fast 8-9. I don't think Pilfer is ever an option to take. Worth the wait could have been good, but gold to make 20 and 2-1 was too good to pass up, I believe. Yeah, I would not take Sniper's Nest. You are going to almost be playing down an augment the entire game because it's not that beneficial for you to get sniper in. You don't even have a Maddie at this point, and yeah, the only time in an enforcer board when you're excited to activate snipers is when you have Caitlyn. So yeah, nah. There is kind of like a bias in TFT to like think about like too much for like late game, and I think like taking Sniper's Nest here would be like falling into that trap of like playing really hard into late game. So never take this. And yeah, between Rain and Gold and Pilfer, Rain and Gold is just a stronger augment in general. So I mean, yeah, I think your pick of Rain and Gold here is correct. Yeah, like you said, worth the wait maybe, but I mean, my problem with worth the wait in a trainer Sentinel is there's just a decent chance that you're just gonna get like absolute garbage here. You are gold opener, so the value of Rain and Gold is like a little bit lower because you already have a lot of gold in this spot. But I think it's the best out of these. Crown's Will is like, it's actually not bad. If Rain and Gold sucked, I would feel fine taking Crown's Will, going Shojin here, and then holding Rod. But I guess here's the other piece of it, is that you said you were really open to loss streaking here. I mean, I don't think you have to play for win streak in this spot, but you also don't have to you don't have to full loss this. If we get an upgrade, you can actually think about starting a win streak here because you have a Twisted Fate. If you get to 4 Enforcer, your board's fantastic. But I mean, I'm completely fine with how you're playing this opener for now, and we'll just see. So yeah, I mean, so far, I don't know if you've seen this thing, but I just started using this thing, which is this coaching tracking thing. So I'm going to say so far, I think your augments are good. I think your holding weak units was a weakness here. Definitely need to hold units that match with opener better. Bruisers with Enforcer. And then I would say the other thing is that so far you're doing good on win streak, loss streak. So I'm going to keep that on the other monitor, but just something that I've been trying out recently, which I don't know, is a nice way to kind of like track everything going on in the session. Zyra the second here. I mean, you can really think about actually starting to win some fights here. Do you talk about it? Let's see. No real thoughts on loss streak overall. Yeah, I mean, you can win streak in this spot. Well, you can do a scout of the lobby, but it's actually pretty likely you can win streak in this spot. The question is like, is it worth it? At your elo at like Diamond, I would say, yeah, like leaning into win streak is just so good when you play TFT generally. You're going to make 30 here. But yeah, I don't actually mind at all just leveling there and playing Sork and slamming items onto Zyra too. And you're going to save a lot of HP across the stage if you do that. But we have to just do this, which like, you know, I don't hate it, but I do think you actually, like, Zyra 2 with the Shojin slammed, like, you're going to be stronger than a lot of people. It's also only a 2-component opener, so everyone who couldn't slam an item, you know, somebody like this, you're always going to beat. So, I don't know. I think there actually is a lot of upside to potentially playing around the Zyra here, but, you know, and playing for like a 4-win. You can easily get to like a 4-win here, unless there's someone insane in the lobby. But like you said, there's so many Chem Baron players, but most of these people look like they're not actually playing towards Chem Baron because of it's the same idea that like that you're in, where like, yeah, I don't want to play Chem Baron because everyone's gonna play Chem Baron. All right. First carousel here. I don't think you wrote any notes on this. I would take Sword Camille here. Sword's fantastic in this comp, and it's on a Camille. Sword is not only is it, you know, more stuff for TF. If we go Shojin, it can still be like a Gumblade or something like that if it has to be. But it's half of IE for Caitlyn. It is half of it's half of like Sterex. It's half of BT. You know, all Edge of Night. All these items for the Violator. The only other option is maybe a tier here, and you could think about making blue buff for Caitlyn, which is really good, but you can't even get that. So you take the Sword Camille. Okay, so I will say items so far. I'll check that off as a strength for now, and I can change these throughout, but I like the item that you take off Carousel here. I think this is good. All right, and then you said no thoughts on the loss streak, so I guess we're just going to chill the rest of the stage and continue to loss streak here, pick up a Maddie. I mean, after losing the first 3, you definitely will lose the next few. You should definitely scout last place here and see what they're doing. You're going to do a stats check on Caitlyn items, you said? Okay, I mean, I don't mind it. Caitlyn, 2 items. You can throw 8 Enforcer onto this board as well, or at least 6 Enforcer, just because that will bias the items a little bit. But I mean, yeah, you see blue buff is great, IE is great, Last Whisper is great. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, these are all items that are very good. So yeah, I mean, all pretty reasonable there. Pick up these guys. Careful. There is a guy in last. Oh God. Okay, if you're gonna do this, you really need to scout last place here. This is a bit crazy. We're not gonna scout. I will. Okay, I'll write scouting down as a weakness, and really need to scout last place when loss streaking, because you looks like you luck out here. Yeah, you luck out here. This board you're always going to lose to, but very easy for this last place player to grief you if they want to. It's actually insane that they didn't, because this guy's Chem Baron. I mean, you just luck out. You just luck out. This person's trolling. But like, if this was even like a Masters lobby, I would say, but like you're pretty close to Masters, so it's not that different. I mean, I'll just say Challenger lobby, just because I know for sure Challenger players wouldn't allow you to get away with this. If this is a Challenger lobby, this person is not playing half of these units. They're only playing the Singed plus the plus this lady here, the Rennie, and you are winning this fight, losing your loss streak, and giving them a continued Chem Baron cash out. So instead, for some reason, they're not playing weakest board, and so you end up losing to them, which is great, but yeah, this is, you're way too strong for how weak like you should be. Like you should be open to like not selling a lot of these enforcer units, but like be positioning in such a way, like cutting a lot of these enforcer units, playing random stuff. Like, if this was our shop, you could play like Draven Vex and like, a Maddie, and then like trap in, some other like the Moo in the corner or something like that. But yeah, way too aggressive there, but you end up not getting punished at all. So I don't think you, obviously don't mind at all. All right. I don't like that either. I mean, it's good to make 50 gold in this spot, but I mean, these are units that you can still play around. Yeah, I mean, the main idea is that like you don't have to sell both to level here. Like I would honestly care less about the Amumus because they don't fit with our board, but like Smeech fits with our board with Camille, and the set fits with our board as well with the Steb. So like these are units I actually kind of care about holding, and like no need to full pre-level all this way. But I mean, you're super rich, which is a nice spot to be in. I will say you get 5 Enforcer in for now. We don't have a Quick Striker to play, but that would be something nice to play because we're potentially going to end up itemizing TF. I mean, your items are disgusting. What? We just full natural IE Last Whisper. I mean, IE Last Whisper Shojin, you can definitely look at making. You can maybe think about not making the Shojin because you're in such a good spot. But IE Last Whisper, I mean, are easy slams to make. But you don't want to win this fight, right? So like you don't need to slam anything this round. This is actually a pretty close fight. Fantastic loss for you, actually. Wow, great 6 loss. I mean, your spot's looking great. You've done a pretty good job of playing for loss streak, minus that last part. I mean, your loss streak is good, but you definitely kind of almost griefed it. All right, 3-2 Augment. Bronze for life seems like a no-brainer after the game. It didn't utilize the augment well in the mid-game at all. Hodge, Slam, seems troll now. Looking back, it worked out since I played mid-game Vi. Continued to lose streak until 4-2, 4-1. Okay, so you're just looking at your options in this spot. I mean, so right now we start off with just the IE Slam. I mean, Piercing Lotus isn't as good. It's not bad in a comp like this. It would mean that you would then like end up not making Last Whisper, but you kind of want to make Last Whisper in this spot. Bronze for life, I mean, you want to play towards pretty vertical enforcer here, so you're not going to get like the most value out of it all the time. I'm actually like not that hyped for bronze for life here, just because like I mean, you can fit in some extra traits on the enforcer board, and you obviously kind of like get some natural synergy with stuff like sniper on the board, and you have sentinel in here that you're gonna get with Loris, so that's like pretty easy. Like this is your best option out of these, but I don't even love it that much. Like I'd roll these both, and then if I get something like pretty good, I would actually be okay not taking bronze for life here. I mean, calculated enhancement is not very good. Looks like you angle towards, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. And then you do end up taking bronze for life. Yeah, I mean, your other option was I don't, Freaky Friday in this spot, 2 Infinity Forces on your items become Last Whisper, and then you have these items, Freaky Friday for buy. I don't actually mind this. I don't know. You say bronze for life was a no-brainer here, so it sounds like it worked out. But like in your situation, I actually don't mind Freaky Friday at all. I think I would actually, I don't know. I tend not to take that augment that much, but I actually don't mind it here. And yeah, Hodge Slam I don't think is correct. I think it's Last Whisper here for sure, because like you want to get some armor shred, guaranteed. It's gonna be fantastic onto Caitlyn later, and like it leaves you with pretty good other components. Tier plus sword could be a Shojin if you really want to play for strongest board, but you're lost streaking anyway, so I don't think you really mind it. So yeah, I think items. I won't say it's quite a weakness yet, but it's I won't say it's quite a weakness yet. I'll keep an eye on items, but okay. So you're chilling at this stage a little bit. You're continuing to loss streak. You get 6 Enforcer in. I mean, yeah, this is why bronze for life's a little bit awkward. You roll in 7. I don't love it. You're pretty healthy. I think you could just go fast 8 in this spot. I don't know why we actually need to roll in 7. Like 57 is not that low for this stage. Like you're pretty, I would say, pleased with your spot here, HP wise. So I don't feel bad about just sacking 3 more rounds and going 8 on like, I don't know, probably like 30 HP, maybe 20 HP if these fights go really, really poorly. But yeah. Okay. I mean, and as far as pairs, we don't have that much to roll for. But yeah, down to 48, like, yeah, you're kind of hard chilling. Okay. Carousel, though, coming up, we have, because we made the Hajj, we have what, sword bow open here. I mean, if we can get a good unit, we'd be happy with that. Another sword's a little dubious to me. I would look at either a Sterex or a BT here, just to, like, you've gotten rid of the, like, we still don't have Last Whisper, so we have no armor shred, but you really want to vie at him here. I don't know what sword is. I mean, it's Deathblade, I guess, is your idea, but, you know, it's a bit far. This is also a really preemptive level. Yeah, this is a big mistake. This is gonna cost you, like, you're killing your econ here. You don't, you're playing way too afraid of your uh yeah, looking back, I think I missed all of stage 4. Missed okay. Um Is this the same game? I don't know why I kept rolling after I leveled to 8 and missed, and I leveled too early because I panicked. Please help with this. Give insight because it felt extremely in to do. I mean, yeah. This is like I would say this is like, looking at this, I'm gonna bold this as a weakness. Like, really early level. Like, the way to think about this. I mean, one is that, like, 48 is not very low HP. It's like half HP. So, like, you can comfortably sack to, I would say, like 30 HP. And, like, even a little bit lower than that is fine. And you're 2 rounds away. Like, you're 48 HP here. If you take 2 bad losses, you're going to be like high 20s. Even that's not that bad. But the other thing is that, like, if you think about it, right? What we're doing here, especially after hitting the TF, it's insane to level here, I would say. Like, you have TF2, like, that's going to help save you a lot of HP as well. But, like, the other piece of it is, like, you're going to spike right now. But how hard can you actually spike your board? Like, if you actually look back at this here, it's not very much. It's 44 gold to level here. So you're going to have 20 gold once you full XP up, 24 gold after selling that thing. You have 24 gold here. How much can you actually spike your board with 24 gold on 8? It's not very much, unless you high roll a Caitlyn, I guess. But it's not very much. Like, you can't actually spike your board that hard. You also have, like, not much to roll for. When you're thinking about rolling in TFT, like, you should really, like, one of the big things to kind of think about is, like, okay, how many outs do I have? How many big hits do I have in this spot here? And in your spot, I don't think it's very many. Like, after hitting the TF2, we have no meaningful pairs. We have Maddie pair, but Maddie 2 on 8 is, 1, like, just not that strong at this point in the game, and 2, like, you're quite unlikely to actually find Maddie 2, 18% odds here. So, like, your odds of actually hitting this Maddie quite low, I would say. And even if you do, it's not going to spike your board a lot. You have no other pairs here. I think this is the first roll, you end up picking a Loris pair. That makes it a little bit better. But still, I mean, hitting Loris 2 would be great. You don't have items for him, though. It's not the biggest deal. And the other thing is, like, sure, we could hit a Vi here, but we're already 6 Enforcer, right? Getting Vi in doesn't spike us that much. So the only thing that really spikes is hitting Caitlyn. Odds of hitting that on 8 are, once again, very, very low. So, like, sometimes people will do this, and, like, what you're doing right now is you're saying, I'm 48 HP, I want to save HP, but you're actually not saving any HP at all doing this, because you're just sacrificing future HP for HP right now. You're probably, if you hit an upgrade, maybe Loris 2 or something like that, are going to save some HP this stage. But what's going to happen stage 4 when we're in a potential, we are in a prismatic lobby with wandering trainers, so we have all these people with, upgraded boards with all these extra traits in. What happens when we get to stage 4 and we have no gold and we can't hit Vi 2 because we're not rich enough, or we can't find Caitlyn because we're not able to go 9? Like, we're going to get destroyed. So, yeah, it's just crazy to always kind of think about, like, when is it most valuable for you to, like, spend your gold, and, like, when are you going to get the highest value of your gold? And it's, definitely it's level 8, but you need enough gold to actually roll on level 8 and hit everything, because, like, right now you're not going to make it. Like, you're not going to have enough gold on level 8. So yeah, I think the two things, like, the big concepts here is that, one, like, 48 gold or 48 HP is really not that low. Like, you need to be more comfortable. You need to be more, or it's like half HP. You can probably back just at 30. Need to be more comfortable at lower HP. If you get to 30 HP but your board's insane, you don't have to worry, very much. Other thing is that you can't spike the board much here with your gold. Think about when you have enough gold to spike. Okay. So yeah, like these are the notes I'm typing in the spreadsheet, but yeah, like, like that's the other big thing here is like you just don't have enough gold to really meaningfully spike your board. Like you're rolling for all this stuff. I mean, we should hold on to like Elise here. I think she's already way better than this random Vander that we have on the board here. And yeah, we're like not really open to holding other stuff here. Triple item the Vi, I think this is fine, but once again, like I don't really like DB on Vi compared to, you know, us just building like a Sterex or something. She's gonna be, you know, a little bit less tanky. But yeah, like you're hopefully gonna win these fights. Yeah, losing this fight after spending all your gold leveling is like disastrous. But like, you know, even if you do win one of these fights, like it's saving you HP now, but your game is gonna be so much harder later. You actually high rolled pretty hard finding Vi 2 and the amount of gold you have. Please pick up the you also just need to be more flexible. Like just a good bit more flexible in your roll down. Need to be more flex in roll down. Skipping Elise's here. Is illegal. I mean, skipping Twitch as well. Skipping Twitch is also really hard. Is not great. Like you end up hitting this Jinx and you're playing around this Jinx. I mean, and she's okay. I'm not really that excited to play around this Jinx, I would say. I mean, she's a Jinx 1. We're not going to find a Jinx 2. You could maybe fit Rebel in if we had like I mean, we have set Irelia here. Like that's going to be your strongest board is getting those guys in for Rebel onto Jinx. Like that should be your ideal. We get Pit Fighter in for Vi, which is kind of nice. But yeah, okay. Pick up a Rod here. But yeah, like had we not done this crazy level, you'd be so much richer here in this spot. And then you can actually guarantee Vi too. Now you can't really. Jace plus the Elise that we roll. I mean, Savika's great. Yep, you can play that on your board for now. Yeah, okay. And so this is going to be our setup for now. I mean, just like figuring out strongest board, right? Like there's no reason that this Zeri should be on our board, right? Elise is, 10 times better than Zeri because, Sniper's not doing anything on our board. So just, be careful about like, be careful about like, think about what each unit is doing on your board. Zeri doing nothing with Jinx carry. Okay. So yeah, like that's a way to think about it as well. Okay. But this is our spot item slam wise. We still have no heal cut. So I don't like mind that much. We still have no LW. So LW is good. And then it's either LW Morello or LW not Morello. I don't mind LW Morello. And then you have this belt open for like a Sterex. I like that. Reforge belt. That's a bit crazy to me, but you end up getting the Sterex out of it. I don't think this is correct, but JG. No, that's not it. I mean, what does JG do? Yeah. 4-1 slams game 1 were not optimal. Like JG is not a good item in this comp. Yeah, I mean, the only person who can hold JG is TF, and we're not itemizing TF here. TF is a good JG holder, but I mean, I don't really understand why we skipped Armor Shred for so long. Armor Shred for so long. Like, well, why are we doing that? Like when we can just make LW. I mean, even LW Morello here, I'm happy with. But okay. Next, we win that fight, which is good for our ability to be alive. We have Augment here. I mean, 125 can hit you, Caitlyn. It's not bad. I mean, it's not. I don't think the other options are even very good. So I think you can take that pretty easily. Oh, did you write notes about 125? Let me see. Okay. 4-1 Augment. Oh, you end up taking Mana Flow. Okay. Mana Flow was insane here. I didn't know this Augment was additive mana per auto. What do you mean additive? They gain 2 mana per attack. I mean, either way. I mean, I think Mana Flow is okay. I don't think it's even that good in this comp. I would still probably take 125 here, but I don't mind it. Okay. I mean, I think this is okay. And then we have Rumble here, who's like kind of awkward to fit. So we're gonna play this version of the board. Also, you said you have the second part here, which I think you said skipped some of the game. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, decent fit of the game. Holy. Okay, this is a pretty big skip here. Okay. All right. Oh, and you had overall questions. So I guess I should answer some of those because those were in the early game. Actually, I was just going chronologically. So TF, I mean, I covered that. Stemming Shojin better, preserve HP. When you're lost streaking, no, I think it was fine to hold the Shojin. If you had played for the Zyre, I think, yeah. Oh, and then going 10 is what you're talking about. Okay, so we have teleported to a crazy spot here. So let's just get a good sense of where we're at with our board here. Win streaking. I mean, the spot looks great now. You can still see that, like, we're pretty poor compared to how rich we could have been this game. We have Vi too, but we're still like not even level 9 yet when we were very, very rich in this spot. So like this is kind of the downside. Also, like you can still see why Bronze for Life just is pretty underwhelming here. Bronze for Life traits, we have 5 traits in for Bronze for Life. If you're playing 5 trait Bronze for Life, you're not very excited. So I would have been fine, like I said, taking the double Infinity Forces, putting those onto Vi, building triple TF items, building some items on other units, like some real tank items maybe, and been okay with that. But okay, we're the anomaly, the infectious anomaly, which is, I mean, yeah, fantastic, especially good in this board because like you actually have a decent amount of units that you're playing for here. So this is your spot. I mean, yeah, you really just want to stack 2 rounds, push 9, and then find your 8. 8 Enforcer, and then just farm the lobby. Your items end up decently working out. We still end up this JG. This JG is just not very good, but we get to pretty good Vi items. And we get to a red buff, which is nice. So we're really just missing armor shred at this point. So that's pretty cool. And another Vi, maybe a Vi 3. I mean, who's to say, I guess. But okay, like this is a nice spot, honestly. Though definitely think we. Yeah. I mean, all good. Okay. So, I mean, we just go for one more fight. About halfway into the VOD review, so I should try to get through this. LW is fantastic. Caitlyn's also fantastic. Oh my God, you end up getting Caitlyn with GS? I mean, yeah, you kind of have to take that. It's illegal not to. Go to 9 here. You get the Caitlyn and you start rolling. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty optimal to roll deep here. Okay, and then you get an Enforcer in and move items off the Jinx. Okay. And yeah, I mean, this looks good. And then you finally move the JG over to the Twisted Fate. Okay. I mean, the spot looks fantastic. You should be able to, definitely top 4 of the lobby. The question is how high you can cap. How good is your Vi positioning? I mean, Vi on the edge tends to be pretty good. We found Savika too as well. Yeah, and Caitlyn, same side as Vi, I like. And then the TF in the middle. Yeah, I mean, I think this positioning is generally quite solid. And the Caitlyn items end up being pretty good. So yeah, the spot ends up working out pretty well. Yeah, I would say definitely. I mean, who cares about the Jinx at this point? Yeah, I mean, you're just playing the Ambessa for extra traits here. You find TG here, fantastic. You're 26 HP. You should scout your opponents here and see how afraid you are of actually like really, really losing this fight. I mean, you rolled great Savika items and your board's very strong. 5 Experiment, down a Silver Augment. You're probably fine to not like either. Yeah, I think you're fine here. Yeah, it wasn't even close. Let's look at that. Yeah, let's look at that cutscene. It's so nice. All right, top 4 locked in. Your question for yourself is like, what do you do from here? And your question was about leveling for Smeech, which is kind of funny. But yeah, like you cannot go level 10 for Smeech before you find Kate 2 unless like you're just stomping this lobby. That is your last question. You do need Kate 2. Unless the lobby is really, really weak. But in like an average strength lobby, you're going to need Kate 2 to actually like cap out high enough to win the game. And also like Kate 2 is going to be way better than adding an extra couple of traits for Bronze for Life just because she's going to do so much more damage. And it's also, I mean, I guess it's like both are like pretty consistent. Like with 50 gold, you can hit the K2 or you can level for Smeech. Like it's kind of guaranteed. I mean, you get Caitlyn off Carousel here. This guy nabs it, which is annoying here. We take Gunblade, which yeah, solid last item for TF here. Like you honestly, I mean, you can scout this guy. If you think you're hard chilling, then you can just chill for the next 2. Like if you don't think this guy's very strong, you can just chill and go 10 and then find Kate on 10. You can kind of get the best of both worlds here. But like if you lose this fight, you're probably not gonna have enough gold to like roll. Like go 10 and roll. So yeah, like winning this fight means that you can go 10. Losing this fight, you probably just have to roll on level 9 here and just guarantee that you find Kate 2. And now you find Kate pair, but also you're so you're so healthy here. I would just sack this round. I think this is a mistake because ooh, I mean, this is a little bit rough, but like your odds for finding Kate are going to be a lot better. You're 84 gold here. I mean, right now, this round it's 60 gold to level. So you'd have 24 gold to level on 10 if you did it right now. But you don't have to do it right now, right? You're 26 HP here. I guess you want to roll to kind of like end the game, but what you can do is just sack 1. You're never going to die from 26 and then go 10 at 7-1. And then you're almost like guaranteed to win the game because you've hit a Caitlyn 2, or you're almost guaranteed to hit Caitlyn 2, pretty much guaranteed. And you also have really high odds of finding something like a Victor, finding something like a Warwick, and can cap you out really, really highly. So yeah, this fight's a little scary, but oh my god, we actually do end up losing with a Kate. Oh no, wait, what? What happened there? I thought that guy Zoe was alive. What? Oh, they won the fight and then FF'd. Well, that's odd. That's a bit of a win rate. That's really weird. I was like, how'd you win? Okay, well, let me get into the next one because I'm already at half an hour. So I've paced myself perfectly, I would say. But okay, now we can this is the other really nice thing about having this little tracker thing. And also if you do future sessions, we can, I can track those as well. But the nice thing is now I can use the stuff from game 1 to kind of inform game 2 as well. So yeah, and I guess I'll have to go a little bit faster because to be fair, we skipped like half of stage 4. Oh, Warwick. Okay, and I don't think you had any notes for this game, so that'll actually, I'll probably go a little bit faster because of no notes. All right, Lux here at least, but Warwick encounter. Your goal here is to be the strongest that you can be. Like, you have to be really, really strong here because if you're not, you're going to lose the game. So field pairs here, yeah, I think this is perfectly fine. I think playing around the Lux opener seems quite reasonable here. You have to figure out what you're holding along with this. I do not like selling immediately there. Wait to see what you get from minions here. What if you get dropped 2 violets here? Then you'd really like to hold on to that violet, But okay, we have the scrap stuff here. Is there anything else we want to play? We almost have full scrap opener here. Do we want to sell Morgana for something here? Morgana for Darius? Yeah, you're pretty low on frontline for now. You only have the bruiser frontline. I'm down to sell Morgana for Darius here. It's close though. Like I'm not gonna give you a demerit for this because yeah, it's not so straightforward. I don't know why we bought Rel there immediately because we really need to buy Zyra. Oh no, we just sold our whole front line and you still don't know what you're gonna get here yet. I mean, it's relatively reasonable to think that this is going to be your setup Sentinels plus Sworks, like maybe. There is no inherent synergy there, but once again, just wait for minions and see what your options are. And I don't know why. I mean, we're holding this Morgana because, I mean, she's synergized with the Sentinels, which is fine, but yeah, I don't like sell. Once you get, what if you get an orb here? What if you get a gold orb and there's a GP in there? Okay. Oh no! We still held Zyra. I think we sold Zyra too. No, I mean, completely and utterly illegal. In a normal game, still probably no. In Warwick's Hunger, there is no way we are selling Zyra 2 and all of these singed pair, our entire front line. This is madness. Yeah, don't do this. Do not do this. All right. First augment here, trade sector. I kind of hate. I almost never want to take this. Yep, I like that you reroll it. I mean, you just want to be as strong as possible right now. Inspiring Epitaph is pretty mediocre early. So is Caretakers. So yeah, I mean, you don't have great options. Epitaph, I guess, is fine. I wouldn't mind if you took care. Yeah, I mean, just take Epitaph here. You can't really afford to take any other options. You're gonna. Oh, what is this? This is TFT flowchart. Oh, there's a flow, and there's no flowchart for Sniper Emblem, so you don't. Okay, I mean, tools like that, I don't mind it at the end of the day. It's a good way if you don't have a lot of time on comps to come up with ideas. I don't know if I can endorse all the stuff they say there. Okay, and you do level here, which I think has to be correct. And you do have to make a slam here, which you can either make JG or guard break I think between the two, I mean, I do like keeping I like keeping belts open, so I think this is fine. But yeah, I mean, insane that this is our opener when we could have been playing around Zyra 2 here, and you're selling more pairs. You can't. You just have to hold pairs here. I mean, you're Warwick's Hunger. You just need to completely change the way you play in Warwick's Hunger. In this portal, you have to play for your strongest board at all times, and invest gold in making your board stronger. I can't believe you hit Lux 2 here. That's actually so high roll for you. But yeah, every single kill that you get is potentially more gold, right? So why would we make an extra gold, sell our Zyra pair, but hitting Zyra pair could be worth 5 gold, 10 gold by the end of this stage, just in the number of extra units it allows you to kill. So, and getting Singed 2 and stuff like that, can also allow you to kill units. Look at this. This is a gold that we farmed here. So yeah, kind of. It seems like you really like to default into loss streak after these 2 games, which I think is not a good habit, especially at your level of play. You will get so many games where you can just win streak for free if you play for it. And yeah, I would just say completely reverse what you are what you're playing for. I would say I think you really I would default to win streak and only loss streak when you have no kind of opener. But you know, like you skipped a Zyra 2 last game, you skipped a Zyra 2 this game, like a bit crazy. Like you're holding on to the Smeech here. I don't know what that is. Like you're thinking of maybe, I don't know. I mean, you made JG. We can't play around Smeech. Just hold the like set here, Maddie. Like you can be frontline or something. It's okay. Okay. Belt open in this spot. Can't get the spat. I'm actually like fine not getting spat here. Obstinate glove here is kind of interesting. I mean, I guess my question for you is, what are you thinking of playing this game? I don't like. I never mind taking a Sunfire cape. Like you could just take Sunfire here and default towards anything. You could also like, if you are looking for something to build out of this belt, I mean, Dominators is like pretty weak nowadays, but it is, you know, something that you could have good items towards, but I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, I think the spot that makes the most sense for you is to just play Sorks from this spot, and you'll see. Could be reroll if you end up hitting a bunch of stuff. Could just be, you know, just like a fast 8 variation of it. Like if you're playing towards Sorks, I still think Sunfire is your best take here. Just get a good tank out of made, get good heal cut made. Like I don't know why we're playing for it. Other like yeah, I don't know. Like you're holding on to a lot of this. I mean, I think you're trying to play towards Sorks, but if you are, I mean, finishing Guardbreaker is fine. And yeah, you just okay. So you click on this, and your idea is to play into Sorks. Okay. I mean, yeah, I think this is the line that you probably should take. It's the easiest line to play from your spot, and one of the stronger ones. So I think this is perfectly fine from your spot. But yeah, it's just yeah. I mean, opting into the 5 loss here is crazy. I think you like I'm just gonna say strength, but like you probably play for loss streak a bit too much though. A bit too much though. Like the fact that you played loss streak in Warwick's Hunger is yeah, is just simply illegal, especially when you had a Zyra 2. Like, yeah. Okay, pick up a Heimerdinger here and an Ezreal. What are Academy items? Can we get a check? Did you check? I'm bad at checking, so you probably did. But you're thinking of clicking into the Heimer comp, which I think is perfectly reasonable, but let's check what the Academy items are. Beautiful. Okay, Renan's Death Cap, not bad. Okay, not bad at all. Not amazing, but not bad. And we have almost Renan's, I guess. Rod here, I mean, some stuff here. I mean, yeah, I think we already have some Sentinel stuff. Like, I do think you can... this is a bit preemptive, like quite preemptive, I would say. I would like to still play around the Zyra for a little while here. I mean, this is a nice board at least, but I'd like to just still play around the Lux 2 for a little while until you at least get a reason to play Academy. Like, if you want to play a similar board to this, you can just play around the Lux 2 for now. Because, like, what is... I mean, it is cool to get for a Visionarian, I guess. But yeah, I think you could just play around the Lux 2 for a little bit longer. I don't know. I mean, Heimer is such a beast. I don't mind this. And then all these slams I like. Wow, okay. The triple slam is very, very good for spiking the board. Okay, honestly, I don't know. The more I germinated on it, I mean, Heimer's a beast early game. Okay, I'm down for this, honestly. But okay, this is our germinate on it. What a weird phrasing, by the way. Hold on a set. He's fine. Just hold extra units when you have gold for it. What is that augment? Forbidden Magic? Did they add this to the game this patch? I mean, I don't think you should take this. But yeah, I think you're good. Thornplated is probably your best bet here. You're really lacking tank items. So yeah, and your 2 Academy items, like if from a normal situation, are not going to be tank items. You need tank items. Please tell me you're taking Thornplated. Okay, great, love it. That's a Gangplank 2. He has no real like synergies on our board here. He's gonna be a nah, what are we doing? Why are we rolling on 6? This is crazy. Yeah, I do not like rolling on 6 here at all. Yeah, it's just, once again, like, ask yourself, like, what, okay. Also, ask yourself, what am I rolling for when deciding to roll or not? Like, what are you rolling for? And this is another spot where I think you're probably just uncomfortable with your HP. Oh, this, you can't, completely illegal. This little maneuver here, what do you think? I missed that one? The roll and then pump level, completely illegal. Never in a round of TFT should you roll and pump level in that order. Roll first and then pump level, unless you're taking that weird augment. I mean, that weird augment doesn't even make you do it that way. But never ever should you roll and then pump level? Because if you're pumping levels, that means you're committing to going to the next level and not rolling on current level. We're gonna hold this Alawi, by the way, right? Like, we're not gonna say, oh, we can't break 50. Like, you need to hold this Alawi. She's your whole front line in this comp. I mean, maybe you're trying to play like you gotta hold Alawi. Please. There's no way. Hold Alawi! I mean, yeah. There's just no way that we're not holding Alawi in this spot. Like, yeah, okay. You do get, a tier on that's on an Elise as well. Fantastic in your spot, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I still, I don't know. I've seen people talk about like the visionary version of this comp. The version that I've seen people do well with is still just Academy plus dudes. So I think you should certainly just end up, still playing towards that. We get the decent level in here, and our board's pretty good. And yeah, you have the tier. I mean, the spot still looks pretty good. I wish we hadn't rolled as much as we did, but I mean, overall, the spot is still very, very nice. Fight this guy who is definitely also going to steal a bunch of our Academy stuff because he got the Renan's augment with Renan's, which is very nice. Is that our chest there? Nope, that's theirs. Well, a little bit tragic, but that's okay. Still, I mean, yeah, Heimer's a beast here. I mean, I'm fine getting out of the Lux. You should have held on to the Lux for a little bit, though. Like, yeah, no reason, like, kind of not to. But, okay. Trying to think if you want to get this in over Renata. I think it's fine to play this over Renata. It's Bruiser for your board. Renata's not doing that much damage, and like you just need more time for Heimer, basically. And this over Renata does that. I don't mind holding it as an out, but like, yeah, I still think the default you should be playing for is Sentinel. Like, you have this Aurelian Chop. We skipped an Alawi, which is completely legal. Like, yeah, like the default version you should be playing for is the Academy Sentinel version. And then you sell this to make gold. I mean, hold the Aurelia at least. Another one we've skipped. We're gonna skip 2 Alawis. I'm so sad. Okay, let's see what we get from. Oh, we get the blue buff. Fantastic. Oh, I mean, you can make that with these items. It's fine. And then you're probably gonna end up making like a GS for Ezreal, and then chain into your last tank item. I mean, you're missing Sunfire. Your items are fantastic. You still have the death cap, so probably Guardbreaker is going to have to move over. Like, you're going to get death cap from Academy, so yeah, you'll probably have to move Guardbreaker over, but that's fine. So yeah, you don't have to build GS here. It's not like it does anything. Like I said, it's probably what you're going to end up building, but yeah, I don't think you by any means have to build it here. All right, let's see last augment here. Also, I don't know. I got like a random idea that maybe okay, no, you didn't put any notes in the description. Okay, fair enough. You didn't put any on Metafy as well, right? Like, I'm gonna feel bad if I get through this VOD and you sent me notes for this, and I didn't read them. Okay, no, you didn't. Okay, good. I mean, that's fine. Like, I have a lot to yap about. I'm very skilled at yapping. Mace's Will, I don't actually mind that much. Pair of fours. I mean, in this comp, I mean, if you play the version where, I mean, you got to fit some others. Like, you often want to fit Corki, though, is the big issue with pair of fours. You could drop Corki and take pair of fours. It's not bad, actually. And then just play Heimer Alawi, and then instead of Corki, play some other stuff, and then duo carry Ezreal, play like Tristana instead, and play 5 cost. I don't actually mind pair of fours very much. But Mace as well, I don't hate either. Power Chill is like, whatever. Pair of fours? I don't mind it. You got a level and roll for, ooh, Golden Find. In general, I don't love this augment. It takes a while, and it means that you have to anomaly your backline. And it's just like, this round right now, we're just getting 10 free rerolls, and you don't really need that. Like, you're pretty rich. I think I would just take pair of fours here. I mean, we'll see how this does, but yeah, I don't love it. Okay, there's the Rumble, which makes you even more want to play towards this stuff. Elise. You don't really need to care about holding Zoe pair. You've already found your damage here is the thing. Would want to hold like Loris and stuff like this. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're playing this version of the comp. Because you opened up TFT Academy even. So yeah, I just don't know why we're playing like Black Rose Heimerdinger. Like, this is like we're playing like early patch type stuff. But you should just be playing Academy plus Sentinels. Like, that's the strongest version. And we've passed up so many good units for it, right? It's like, we also found a Gargoyle there. That's pretty nice. Yeah, and just looking at, oh, you have a comp in the top left. Okay, this. I think we're getting baited by this visionary. I mean, let's pull up meta TFT. Like, I don't know. I just like the pick rate is so low, and like the problem with like playing comps like this is that like, yes, this comp is good, but you need to be like hitting Malzahar and stuff like that. You know, like like for this comp to actually be good. Like I think comps like this are often baits if you just sort by average placement. Like I'd much rather just like to sort by pick rate, because this shows you the comps that like most people are actually playing. And like if you scroll, eventually I'm sure, you know, Sentinel Heimerdinger is much more often played. And yeah, it's got a lower average placement because like this is the more commonly played board, you know. That board, this board that you're looking at here is like the high roll version of the board. So yeah, I think you should take that approach. Look for commonly played comps, or look for comps on like, also if you look at like TFT Academy, like where do you see this Visionary Heimer board? Like I don't think it exists on here. Like maybe they have it under here. No, I mean, yeah, they have this version because this is like the kind of consistent strong version. I guess this shows you with Visionary +1. Yeah, Black Rose Visionary. But you know, like once again, this is like the high roll version. Like if you can get here, I think this is fine. But I don't think this is like the version that we should be playing towards here. Especially because our Academy items are pretty good. Like you can just play this version and then get to the Visionary version, I would say. But like, yeah, for now, I think you can just be pretty happy, like chilling on just the Academy board is just so consistent. Yeah, I guess the other thing to note is that like you can also like look through. Like I was like I'll do a sanity check. Like how often are people actually playing this Heimerdinger comp like this? I'm using the Meta TFT VOD library just to get like VODs from high elo players. But you scroll through this as well, you see like I just wanted to look at Heimerdinger specifically. But you know, like Altenahue tried to play this version 6 Visionary, actually bot forward, and then like you know the people who are playing Vertical Visionary 3-star version, Relic fantastic player playing Academy version, you know like Dish Soap here playing Academy version. Like this is the dominant version of the comp. So yeah, Academy version, and like yeah, like some Visionary stuff. But like once again, this is like if you can get to a Malzahar too, sure, play it. But like you're seeing. You see that there's way more of the Vertical Academy and way less of this Visionary version that I think is just you know an effect of the fact that yeah, if you get to a Malzahar and you get to everything 2-star, your board is pretty good. I also do think it's probably a bait. I think you looked at the stats and said like, oh, I can't make gargoyles, but like I think you need to make gargoyles in this spot just because you have 2 tank. I mean, the only other option is like save for like Sunfire or something. You're looking at no. This is illegal stats usage if you make Titans here, I will say. So Titans has good stats in this comp because you can put it onto Jace later. But when are you you don't build for like this is good. Okay. But yeah, like Titans has good stacks because you can play it onto Jace. But like Jace, like you have to get to Jace to get there, you know? So like yeah, I don't get baited by stats on like very niche items like that, I would say. But okay. I mean, we made it to the 6 Visionary. We made it to the Malzahar. So not bad. Like I said, you can always just play the Academy version. And then, oh my God. Oh shit. Wait, you're infectious, a golden fine. Somebody was literally just asking me about this in my Discord. It wasn't you, was it? Wait, it's actually so funny. Was it you? I think it was in my general. No, it was not you. But okay. I mean, I guess we'll see here. I mean, I have not gotten to play this yet. So I mean, if this I think it does work, is what I've heard, is that it does work. If this does work, then like my God. I mean, to be fair, it's not like your frontliners are killing a lot of people, but like it just means like every kill. Oh my God. Okay. I mean, you went for it. I mean, this honestly, this combination should probably not exist in the game. So I mean, you Giga high rolled that, which is I mean, can't complain. Can't complain about that at all. But I guess the other thing, I interrupted myself while I was saying it, but it's like you can always play Academy version, and then if you get to stuff like Malzahar, pivot like down into Visionary. But okay, you level 950 gold. We got to roll pretty deep here. Definitely want to find stuff like Jace to start itemizing. There's the Jace. There's the Elise too. All right. I mean, we made it. And you don't have to roll this deep, actually. I don't know why you're like 0 gold in this spot. Your board's pretty strong already. Like, yeah, it's pretty illegal to be 0 gold here. And then you make this plus Gargoyle. Okay. Was there an option to make Sunfire here? There was not. Okay. Then I don't mind this, I guess. Yeah, I don't mind it. Okay. We need to get these items over to Elise or somebody, like a Lowy. I guess this person you just play around the Elise, but yeah, like we need to get our items off of this rel for now. But I think you'll hopefully move them this round. Yeah, I just don't really like rolling it to 0 in spots like these. You're so strong. You're 60 HP win streaking. Like, yeah, why are we so afraid of dying in this spot? Okay, and then we can also see our anomaly plus this go off. I'm hyped. I mean, to be fair, Heimer's to be, but I mean, like Jace is gonna secure some kills. So we'll see. I mean, it's not like you can like. Yeah, I mean, the gold printed up there next to the Elise. So I think that meant, yep. Okay. So, wow. It's such a cool combo. So, I mean, it's so much gold here. Wow. All right. Yeah, this spot is very, very nice. And you're looking hitting the Mals and then pushing level. So yeah, like I don't mind playing this version of the comp when you get there, but I do think we should have played more around a cat because like the 4 visionary is doing nothing. Once you get 6 visionary, it's pretty nice. But I mean, yeah, like the 4 visionary, like stage 4, I definitely think is a mistake. But yeah, like once you get to Mals, I mean, the board looks nice and it is doing a lot of work. So I can't complain about this, though. We do actually get wrecked by, wow, pretty strong Silco board. Huh. Okay. I mean, we have much higher to cap. We still are missing Heal Cut and a Marsh Shred, right? So, I mean, there's a Sunfire there. Archangel? Nah. I mean, you just, what is Archangel's here even? Your idea is you're going to move it to Heimer? Oh, wait, no, we had Spark that we, yeah. So we're missing the Sunfire. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, just we need to because there's no heal cut I'm missing on the board, right? Yeah, you need to prioritize. Like in the other game, you also like kind of deprioritized shred as well. So just need to prio shred and heal cut higher. Yeah, like the fact that we're this far in the game and that we have no heal cut is pretty illegal, I would say. But I mean, getting to triple item mouse is very, very nice. So I see why you go for it. But okay, I mean, spot's looking good. I mean, honestly, with how wealthy you are, you could probably look at just going 10. I mean, this guy's did not look that strong, and you have the Elise into that matchup, which is really good. And like, yeah, you're 46 HP, so I think you should just look at going 10 here. You even protect the Elise a little bit to make sure she casts. Okay, we don't even end up fighting that guy, but we fight this guy. The Black Rose guy again, actually, what the heck? It's 7 Black Roses, why they're so strong, yeah. I mean, yeah, the Scion is so difficult for you to deal with. I mean, if you get a bit stronger, you can deal with him. Random bow there, I mean, a little tragic, but I mean, yeah, I think you can just look at going 10. You don't have that many upgrades left to find on 9. It's really just, I mean, it's Mouse 2, Jace 2, but you're already Mouse pair. So yeah, and then you get GS here. Nice. Okay. I mean, I'm fine just having the GS onto. I mean, you have 2 removers, yeah. So your idea is swap the Shojin and the GS. I like it. Still though, please give me a red buff. Give me something. We'll see here. Sunfire, anything? No. I mean, oh, Morello's, yeah. Morello's. What are we doing? Wait, what? Why a second Thornplate is not as good as a Morello here, especially because Morello is so good onto Heimer. I'm like trying to like, for like none of these units, like there's no heal cut built in on this board. You need heal cut, and heal cut is so good on Malzahar because he spreads it really well and he does really well with the dot. So yeah, a bit crazy. Sack 1 here and then level next round. I mean, you honestly 60 gold to level this round. How much gold do we have at the start round? We had 90. I'm pretty surprised you didn't just level and roll here. Like I would have just leveled and rolled this round and just gotten something in and just like Mal's 2 spikes your board really hard. Any 10 cost spikes. I mean, you have to roll this next round. Oh, I mean, like once again, I think your odds of hitting on 10 are pretty high and like your board's like quite strong. So I actually would have just gone 10 in this spot. I think you can. Also, I'm not sure why we're building Caitlyn 2 and this other stuff. Like, unless you're trying to deny somebody's Caitlyn 3, but I don't think that's the case. So yeah, it's not like she's going to go onto this board. But okay, this is our spot. I mean, we hit the upgrades that we did find. Is this enough to win this fight though? Barely not. Oh, I mean, a top 3 this game would be so rough. Maybe this guy dies. I mean, looks like they're having trouble getting through the Scion. Oh, wait, that is the Scion guy. Oh no, that is really bad actually. Oh, okay. And then you just have to continue rolling here, digging for like Heimerdinger 3, but I mean, it's too hard to hit Heimerdinger 3 at this point in the game. Yeah, I think this is a miss to not go 10 here. Like you very likely would have still hit the Mals and you would have potentially hit something else that you could play on this board, you know, like a Victor, a Warwick or something. Mel, I mean, we skipped Mel earlier. So yeah, a bit crazy not to go 10. And so then we're just going to lose this fight and cap out a 3rd. I mean, a 3rd's not bad, but I definitely think we could have done better. Okay, so I guess review after the 2 VODs. Let me pull up the coaching tracking because I want to let's take some last second notes. And then augments, overall these were good. Overall these were good. Some small critiques. You're good at making econ, almost too good at making econ, I would say. Positioning, I think, was generally like wasn't a big issue. Though I do think like in these last few fights, you probably could have done better into the Scion player by not full clumping on the exact same side every round. You're just letting the Scion be same side as you every time, which like you'd rather just kind of like have him waste time over here because the Scion getting on your backline is actually pretty bad. So I would say neither strength nor weakness. Anomaly I think was very good. I think you did pretty well on anomalies overall. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I didn't get to see your first anomaly, but it was infectious both games actually. I mean infectious is good. And then your APM I think was pretty decent as well. So yeah, I think like biggest things to work on were yeah, leveling was very like off. Leveling, rolling. I think your items the first game were like a little bit off. But like they weren't too bad. Leveling, rolling, I think big ones. Your meta knowledge I think was fine. Oh yeah, I did this. Yeah, I think you played well. I think your meta knowledge is okay, but I do still think like Heimer Visionary is great when you get to Mal's. Be careful about playing it before Mal's. Like be able to kind of like flex into it. You skip skipping those allowies. And yeah, I think that was like also part of this as well as like skipping allowies while playing Heimer is illegal. Okay, and then our comps were Academy, and then why do I have we played the Enforcer. It was really more Visionary, and this was like a VOD review. Okay, so yeah, I think those are, but so yeah, so like biggest takeaways, like biggest pieces to work on after watching this game is like definitely how you were spending your econ. And I would also just say like this is something to work on. Like I would say you're doing a good job of playing for Lost Streak, but you're playing for Lost Streak too much. Like you need to not just like default into Lost Streak every game. That's what it looked like in both of these games. Is that both of these games I saw like routes for you to play for Win Streak and you just auto Lost Streak, which is not good. At your elo, and then yeah, like rolling, like both of these games, there were kind of issues with like how you spent your gold. Like both games, you could have played better around going 10, and then like yeah, the really early level, the first game was quite rough. And then also like flexible roll downs, which I guess like goes into strongest board is like yeah, like we can do this as well actually. Bold this one as well as like being more flexible on your roll downs is important. Also, I have your little chest here. Let's throw it onto here. Okay, so I will send you. Obviously, you're watching the video right now, so you'll have the video, and then I'll send this to you as well. Like I said, if we do, like more sessions, go down here. So like, then we can like track over like this stuff over multiple games like this. But I think this is a nice way to get kind of like a little scorecard and stuff afterwards. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. These are both pretty games to review. These are also both pretty good games. I would like to see you submit like a bad game to me, like a bot 4, because I think both these games were pretty solid placement. So yeah, like show me, a 6 or a 5th or something, I would say, as well would be nice. But yeah, hopefully this is helpful. Yeah, okay, bye.